Yeah, it's good to be here. No, no, it actually is though. It actually is. I mean, despite all the news, all the drama, it's still good to be here. Um, it's like it's hard to think about, and it's hard also to not think about. But what can you do? I mean, unless you can rally up some people and or rally up the people and start mass movements for change, then there's not much you could really do. I mean, maybe if you're a charismatic individual who's well spoken and has a heart for others, maybe you can do something. But other than that, I mean, well, what more can you do? But just continue focusing on yourself and your family and, helping others. I helped someone out today. Felt really good. He said he was down on his luck. He just needed money for food and the bus. He asked me for like $1. I was like, damn, bro, I only got 5. I usually don't really carry cash on me. I spoke to him a little bit. He was an IT guy. I'm like, yo, man, life is a learning experience. We're all here to learn. Our souls are all here to learn lessons and to learn from experience. Whatever the soul needs is what the soul needs. And, I'm like, bro, I'm rooting for you. Keep going, doing what you're doing. I was like, oh, man, you got a good heart, man. I'm like, yeah, I try, The world is cold out here. The world is very cold. And it's like, because I know that I'm not of this world, I know how to be warm. It takes the ones who know they're temporary here to know that to know how to be warm. So when you think that you're in the world and that's it, you just have the world, that's when you get cold. Heart waxes cold. Don't let that happen. That's like the worst thing, man. I was sick the other day. I had food poisoning. I already filed a complaint because that really had me messed up, bro. That had me, oh my goodness. That was horrible. It only lasted like 12. I'll say how long did it last? The worst of it lasted for like 5 hours. I had the most horrible, like the most intense migraine in my life. And then I was vomiting. Ugh. It wasn't good. It wasn't fun. But yeah, there's one, two, three, four people in the house. No, at the time there were 5 people in my house, and not one of them checked up on me. Not one. Well, there was one who was excluded from the 5, but not one of them. Oh, is Jaden okay? I mean, that's a lie. There were 2 people who checked up, but everyone else, could care less. I'm just like, no fault to them, but, it's just showing you how cold people are these days. They're supposed to be my family, and it's just like, what are you gonna do? If I was like actually dying, I probably, they would have just found me the next day, just dead, But it is what it is. What are you gonna do? But Yeah, don't get cold. Don't get cold. The world don't need no more cold people. The world has enough cold people, man. Do your best to try and extend warmth. Like, even if you don't receive it, you know, decide to be the source of it. And it's like, if you're the source of warmth, whoever's cold around you, either, I mean, if they want the cold, they'll flee because, oh, I don't want the warmth. So then they get away from you, which is good. Or they get warm themselves, which is good. So it's a win-win. It's really a win-win. And you start building and establishing your people. Like, you want to be able to have your people in your corner, and you want to be someone's person in their corner. That's the only way we're gonna really make it out of here in the next however many years. It's the only way we're gonna really survive. We have to have some type of community, some type of network. Network is not just for business. Like, it's for foundation. It's for lifestyle. It's for community. It's for togetherness. It's for strength. Didn't we all watch? Nobody watched Planet of the Apes. When they had the sticks, break one stick. Mad easy to break one stick, but you get a bundle of sticks. Apes together strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's simple, really. It's really simple, but I guess it's hard to do when you don't really learn it and when you don't really see it. If everyone else around you is cold, it's easier to be cold. It's like, that's what everyone else is doing. And you think, oh, that's how we survive. No. I mean, well, yeah, you can survive in the cold, but keep in mind who was surviving in the cold. Keep in mind. Humanity started off in the warm lands for a reason. It's easier to survive in the light of the sun. You know what I'm saying? If you get what I'm saying. I'm not insinuating anything. I'm just stating facts. Humanity originated in the warmest parts of the earth. It took some real different levels of thinking to say, hey, let me go where the sun is not. To each their own. But actually, no, I think, what was it? Historically, there was like famine and stuff. So I was like, oh, people who don't understand the seasons. It's like, okay, there's times of prosperity and there's times of relaxation, or there's times where, there's not gonna be as much. There's times where we're gonna have to, keep things close knit, so to speak. I don't really know what I'm trying to say, but when there's famine, it's like, oh man, search for food. You go out looking for food, and then you get lost, and then you get. Oh, this isn't a history lesson, but just saying all that to say, stay warm in here. Keep that lamp on. Keep that lamp on. Keep the oil in your lamp. 'Cause pretty soon it's gonna be required. Pretty soon. I mean, not even pretty soon. I mean, it's required. It's required now. It's required now. Keep that oil. Be wise. Keep that oil. You don't want to lose that oil. You don't want your lamp to die out. Then you get cold. And then once you get cold, it's harder in the cold, man. It's harder. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Yep. But all right. Other than that, I this is a short one. I don't really have much to talk about. To really much to say. Um, yeah. I mean, I'm in my room. I like being in the car during the day. You know, get that natural lighting. I don't like using this artificial lighting. But yeah. For now, in the meantime, let's just remember existence. Let's not put a label on it. Let's not claim it to be anything. Let's not claim ourselves to be anything because we are existence itself and existence has no label. So therefore we have no label. It's inherently, innately, intrinsically. And let's just remember that. Let's just sit in that. Let's just be still and know. Be still and know. This is peace. There is peace. Peace is the foundation. Peace is the background. Peace is behind all that there is. Peace need not be spoken. You don't have to talk about peace. You just recognize, recognize. You know, you know. Nothing needs to be said. You know. It's there. I mean, the only problem that there could ever be is that peace isn't enough. That's the only problem that there can ever be. Because if there's always peace, is that enough? You don't have to feel peace isn't a feeling. Peace isn't anything. Peace is. If peace is enough for you, you're golden. If peace ain't enough for you, then keep searching, keep stimulating, keep go on about your business. You're not ready. You need some more words. You need some more cognition. You're not ready to recognize. You're not ready. That's okay. You can't rush the process. This is a process that cannot be rushed. You just have to wait on time. Time is the greatest teacher. They say only time will tell. Words don't tell. time does? What do you spend your time doing? How do you spend your time being? How do you spend your time? How do you value your time? Time is important. Time is the one thing we can't control. Well, not the one thing, but that's like the biggest thing. We have no control of time. Nobody can stop time. As far as I'm concerned, as far as we're concerned, nobody should be able to stop time. I mean, if someone could stop time, they're not in time. Like that's we couldn't see them. We can't see them. We can't hear them. We got no business dealing with somebody who could stop time. Like they're doing their own thing. But the time we have now, that's the lesson. That's the teacher. If you can't be here now, time will take you there. So just trust the process. Just trust the process. Yep. I don't know if you can hear my guinea pig in the background. She's rustling. But yeah. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Again, it's a short one. Namaste, Ashe. I love you. Take care. Take it easy. And take your time.